downtown St. Paul and HEI Radio. We are recording from beautiful Ayme's haberdashery, and welcome to Ayme and a Bridgette Too Far. I'm Ayme.
And I'm Bridgette. And we're here to discuss current events with light hearts and the wisdom that can only be gleaned from living with a modest amount of the most thriving houseplants.
What was the count on that, Bridgette?
Well, it says here 87, but I think some people have been more prolific than this.
So this is Bridgette. She is the most amazingly observant human I have ever met. And I'm pretty observant. But she'll say things like, hey, was that a philodendron back in the yellow house, 3 houses down? And that's while she's driving.
And this is my dear friend, Ayme. What can I say about Ayme? Sparkling wit, keen observations, and the lightest of laughs. We love being with Ayme. It's lovely to be here with you today, Ayme.
So last week, the way this works is we each introduce a topic. Neither of us know the topic which the other person has picked, and then we discuss. I started first last week, which means
I'll start this week.
All right, what do you got for me?
Okay, Ayme. So this came across to me in my internet exploration. So have you ever heard of a wind phone?
No.
Okay. Well, in 2010, a gentleman named Itaru Sasaki lost his cousin. And so what he decided to do was get a phone booth.
I know about this.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he got an old phone booth, and then he put a rotary phone in it. And wind phone is its sort of translation, but he put it in there to talk to his cousin, to go out there and have phone conversations. So the rotary phone isn't connected to any earthly connection, but has gone out there. And now in the next year was a horrible tsunami, and a lot of them have proliferated in Japan and across the world. So what do you think about that idea, Ayme?
I love that. So none of them, they're not recorded or anything. It's
No.
just, and they're not necessarily by a cemetery or anything.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Although I think they are placed in a place that promotes reflection and like calmness of spirit.
I think that's really beautiful.
Right.
You know, it also reminds me of, did you see the Twilight Zone episode where the old lady kept picking up the phone and it was her deceased husband, and at the end of the episode they showed that the phone line had broken and was laying over his grave?
No, wow.
Yeah, it sort of reminds me of that a little bit.
Wow. Well, the Twilight Zone, count on them to be way ahead of their time. When I heard about it, I just thought it was such a beautiful thing, because I think we're such embodied people, and like having a physical rotary phone and like picking up a receiver and speaking into it, like that to me, like, you know, we both know folks that we've loved dearly have passed on, but to be able to say something to them, I thought that was a beautiful inspiration. Yeah.
I love that idea.
Right?
I wonder if anybody has picked. Maybe we should start one.
Right? I looked it up there used to be a couple in Anoka, but I think that they're now closed. So yeah, maybe something
we
for
have
the future.
to do that.
Yeah.
I absolutely, I love it.
Yeah.
Love.
Me too. I love it. And I love the idea that the first one was with the rotary phone. So
Yes.
that you could involve the finger mechanics of it. So yeah.
I always thought a great idea for one of those escape rooms for, like, you know, anybody under 30 would be to put a rotary phone in there and have them to dial it.
Yeah. Wind phone. Wind.
All right.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts on that? I love it.
No,
I love it. I think it's
I love it
beautiful.
too. I think I might. Yeah, I love that idea.
All right. Are you ready for mine?
Who knows, Ayme?
All
I'll
right.
buckle in.
So, in February 2026, and this is from me exploring the internet as well, 158 captive-bred tortoises were released on Floriana Island, I think that's the pronunciation, in the Galapagos after 200 years. And that particular island, you know how each of the islands have their own specific species of tortoise. And that particular group, unfortunately, humans wiped them out. You know, sailors didn't know any better. They took them all. And so there had not been any of this particular species on this island for 200 years. And what they found in 2008 was several of them on a nearby island that were hybrids.
Oh my
And
goodness.
so
Okay.
they
Okay.
did that thing where they found the ones that had the biggest percentage of the genetic material they
Yep.
were looking for,
Yep.
and were breeding them to get them as close to the original tortoise.
Okay.
And so now they're big enough, and it's been going, this was a plan since 2008 to
Yeah.
finally release them.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, so these are as close as possible in like the turtles that were indigenous to that island.
Correct.
And how they decided 200 something is a good number so that they could sort of like keep the gene pool going
Yep.
on this island.
Yep.
Wow. I love this return to like home. I love this, trying to like the reparative action of trying to figure out how to get those turtles back. Yeah. What struck you about it?
I'm always really. Are you familiar with Colossal Biosciences?
No.
They are that group that isolates the genetic data. They're the ones that are trying to bring back the mammoth.
Oh, okay.
And
yes.
things like that, and
Yeah.
the dire wolves, and things like that, and
Game of Thrones.
huh? Yes,
Game of
Game of Thrones, and separating out that, trying to unextinct things.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I think that's an interesting concept, unextinct things. I mean, that's so much like medical might behind that and resources, I'm sure. Yeah. I'm glad they're doing right by the turtles.
Yeah, I know.
Or the
me
best they
too.
can, anywho. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's amazing how I'm a big fan of like Galapagos tortoises anyways. They're really cool.
Yeah.
Do you know there's one in Australia in a zoo that was actually owned by Charles Darwin? Like, he collected it. That's Darwin's tortoise.
No, I did not know that.
I think it's in the was it Steve Irwin? I think it was in Irwin's zoo.
Okay. Wow, I really love to read the memoir by that turtle. See what that turtle has to say about humans. And his journey from the Galapagos to Australia. My goodness.
Right?
What's his name? Do you know what the turtle's name?
It's a her, and
Oh, of course it is. Old Matilda.
something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Something like
Many years.
that.
Yeah, that's great.
All right. So, what would be your what have
we learned? Yeah.
What have we learned here today?
I don't know what I'm taking away is like humans are constantly searching for meaning, and that their lives are meaningful, and what they love they can put energy towards. What are you thinking?
Oh my gosh, I think you put that beautifully. And now I'm kind of wondering about, okay, what do you think is meaningful to us about restoring those tortoises to the island? Because humans, we make emotional choices.
Sure we do. Yep.
They're all, I mean, people will say that we're rational creatures. No way.
Yeah, right? Rational choices. Yeah. I mean, I think humans also like to reason their way into and out of anything. So
True that.
meaning making in relationship, I think, is a big part of it. So yeah, these tortoises. Yeah. But our connection to cross species, I think that's beautiful too.
I do too.
Yeah.
All right. So, thank you so much for everybody for listening to us. I'm going to do a shameless self-promotion for Ayme's Haberdashery. We have 2 locations. We have a beautiful one in Red Wing. We have the beautiful store in downtown St. Paul. Come visit us. We do custom clothing. We've got hats. And we're absolutely charming, lovely humans. So stay tuned next week.
When we're back again to discuss all of these lighthearted things that really get to the core of who we are as humans.
All right. Signing off. I'm Amy.
And I'm Bridgette.
Have a great week, everyone.